Let's paint a dragonfly with bamboo. I have two colors of acrylic green and a scruffy old paintbrush, and I'm just going to squirt out my darker acrylic green onto a blemished Santorini stone. I'm just going to get this all over the place, and then my light green will come next. And I'm making sure to paint my edges so that I have all of the visible edges painted. So there's our dark. Let's add some light. So it kind of blobbed out in one place, so I'm kind of scooting it around a little bit with my brush to spread it out, and I'm getting the little gummy stuff out of there, and I'm going to keep going. So I'm just blending these two together, and it's a little bit light for my taste, so I'm going to go back in with some dark. I kind of want the streaks and the brush strokes here. Okay, that's good to go. I'm going to let that dry overnight, come back the next day. I have two color Posca pens. The light one is called Apple Green, and the green one, the darker one, is just a regular green. So we have a couple of little leafy things here, and then let's start building the bamboo. Now, of course, you can do this with acrylic paint, but I figured in the interest of keeping this short, I would use some Posca pens, and I really like how it came out. So we are just going to do some rectangles, but we're going to make them real close together, but they're not going to touch. So you're going to see that darker green in the background in between each little rectangle. And it's just as easy as that. So you guys can do this too. I'm going to do 4 stalks here. But you can do as many as you want to. And keep in mind too, for the dragonfly, I'm only giving you an example. You can do any colors you want to, or you could do a butterfly, whichever you choose. This is a super simple painting, and everybody can do this one. I think it's a lot of fun. Just gonna keep building my bamboo. And if you're uncomfortable about this part and you wanna make sure that it's straight, you can always pencil first. I'm just kind of winging it. Okay, we got one more stalk. Let's fix that up a little bit. If you notice too, I'm not making them identical. I want to make the heights a little bit different, because if you take a look at bamboo in the wild, it's kind of, every single one's different. Alrighty, that part's done. Let's do some leaves over here, real simple. Just with the same color pen. And we're gonna go back in soon, and you'll see this soon, and add some colors and liven it up a little bit, give it some 3D. I'm purposely leaving that space up above my hand, or where my hand is covering right now, because we're gonna do a dragonfly. Just gonna do some leafy stuff over here. And then we're gonna add a few random leaves over next to our bamboo stalks. Nothing fancy, just a few lines. No need to be nervous about this one. This is one that anyone can do. All right, I like the looks of it, so I'm gonna stop there. Let's take our darker green Posca pen and just do some random lines. This doesn't have to be perfect or exact. We're just building color, and we're giving it some extra dimension. Let's do the same thing on our leaves. And over here too. Pretty good. Okay, this is a Uniball Signo Gel Pen, UM-153. You can check this out on Amazon. I usually start it on my hand, just like you saw me. If you do not have a Uniball, you can definitely use a white acrylic marker. So I'm just doing the same thing that I did with the darker green, and just putting a couple random lines to give it some depth. And for this, we're doing like where the sun would catch it. There we go. I like the way that looks. And we're going to come over here and do the same thing. Don't forget your stalks and your leaves. There you go. Done. All right, I have Folk Art white chalk paint in white Adirondack. This is the best tool in my arsenal. I have a very small filbert brush and a 3M Posca pen. I'm just going to do the little body of the dragonfly, but that's not the very last time I'm going to touch it, so if it's not perfect, that's fine too. With my white chalk paint, I'm going to do the little dragonfly wings. And symmetry is a big challenge for me, so you're going to see me do one just like this one, too small. Okay, well, let's make that a little bit bigger. Doesn't have to be perfect here, it's just art. We're doing this for fun. The top wings are always going to be bigger, and the bottom ones are always going to be slightly smaller. Okie dokie. Let's build up the body a little bit with the black Posca pen. All right, and that needs to dry, so I'm going to let that dry, and off camera I'm going to add one more coat. Now that that's dry, we're going to take some baby blue and some white acrylic. Also, I'm using a eyeliner pen from Amazon. So with the baby blue, you're going to see me be really careful around the edges because I don't want to go into the green. I want to stay in the white. But the inner part of the wing, it doesn't matter if I'm sloppy or not. I just want to make sure that I'm touching every edge so I don't have a white ring around it because I'm trying to make this light blue. Of course, you can use whatever color that you want to. I was trying to use this baby blue and kind of make like a transparent look, which you will see here in a little bit. Just going to go all the way around the wings with the baby blue, and then we're going to come in and add some white. There we go. We dipped in the white acrylic, and then we're going to kind of blend into that center blue to make a lighter inner wing. It's looking good. You can play around with this and make it however you would like to. Now I have my black Posca pen again, so let's keep going over this, make sure that that's right. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry. I'm gonna go with Dragonfly Glaze. This is my final step. I'm just gonna bling up the wings a little bit. And voila, you have a beautiful painting, and it did not take you that long, especially when you don't count your dry time. Enjoy, have fun, paint your heart out, pick whatever colors you like, and always remember, it's all about having fun.